Hello, beloved soul friends. Welcome to another Conversations with Kristin, that glorious time of your day where you explore human consciousness from the inside out. So today I want to talk about future projections and how our brain tries to understand what's going to happen next. This has been a big theme for me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's really important to have these insights so we can have so much self-compassion for ourselves and what we're going through and what we're experiencing and where we are and who we are and how we are and what we are, all the things. So neuroscience discovered that memory has nothing to do with storing information from the past and everything to do with navigating present and potential experiences. And so our memory systems aren't telling us this happened a couple years ago. The way our memory systems actually work is by projecting information to help us understand what might happen, what to expect, how to understand things. And so when we're out and about, the manner in which we understand what things are is coming from memory systems. So one example is if I walk into my living room and I see the yoga ball that's on the ground, I might look at it or even just casually walking by and see it out of the corner of my eye, and I might experience the thought of, oh, I'd kind of like to lean on that yoga ball. It might feel good. That idea is not coming from a present moment idea. It's coming from a past memory projection. And so here's the thing. If I had never used a yoga ball before, or if I'd never seen one and didn't know what it was, I would not experience that thought while I'm walking past the yoga ball. Walking past stuff and we have these ideas, all the thoughts are coming from memory systems. And so when we're experiencing projections about what might happen, like, well, what if I fail? And what if this happens? And what if this happens? And what if I get hurt? Those will seem like present tense fears, but they're actually coming from past pains in our memory systems that need healing. And this is especially important to keep in mind when recovering from any kind of trauma. The future might seem scary, not because it actually is, but because your brain's projecting what might happen based on what has happened. And obviously, if trauma's happened, there's been some tough times, which I can relate with all too well. And so if there's been these tough times experienced, the brain's going to try to project this information about what might happen, and it's going to feel pretty scary. But that's not actually what is guaranteed to happen. And so recognizing that these are projections from memory systems and ideas about what has been experienced, rather than agreeing that it might be the future of experience, can help us unblend and create space, and then we can kind of work with these aspects of ourselves and help heal them. So basically, all the stuff that is going through our minds now to interpret life experience is coming from memory systems. And if there's any pain in our memory systems, then the way that present life experience is being interpreted might have some pain. That pain might actually not be a present experience. It might be a past projection. And recognizing the difference of that is really important. Because if you're moving through life and you think there's present pain, you're going to try to solve the present problem. But if the pain's coming from the past and just being projected into the present, fixing this present stuff isn't going to change the pain because it's coming from somewhere else. And so just kind of, keep that in mind. Use the awareness, mindfulness, become super sleuths of consciousness and explore where stuff is actually coming from, Am I really angry about this little thing right here? Or is this a memory system from something I was really angry about back there that was like a way bigger deal? Things like that. And I experience this all the time. You're not alone. And so it's all about how we respond to it. Are we agreeing with these things? Are we blending with them? Are we forfeiting our opportunity to have power by observing and choosing a conscious response and work with our parts and everything? Beautiful day to be alive. And so it's all about our response. It's not about avoiding these experiences. It's about being mindful when they're happening, so that we can choose a conscious response. And when recovering from any kind of deep traumas, it's especially important to stay present and not look at the future too much, because if you do, it's going to increase the activations of past memories. Like if you're like, oh, I wonder what next month is going to be like, for example, then your brain's going to dig into your memory systems and be like, let me throw out some ideas and maybe it'll be one of these. And it's gonna start activating all the trauma memories because your brain's trying to go through your memories to project what might happen to help you. But if there's been a lot of pain and that pain is still healing, then staying really, really present and not looking at next week or next month or not spending too much time over there in the ideas of times that are not yet here is really, really important. Yeah, I think that kind of sums up that magical message. Neuroscience discovered that memory systems are all about understanding now and what will come. It's not just housing past experiences. And so keeping this in mind through present experiences, especially if it involves any thoughts about the future, is really important. And just to have grace for where we're at and how we're experiencing life, and to have this renewed self-understanding to harness our power. Be like, wait, am I really upset about this thing right here? Or is this a memory system that I just need to have loads of compassion for, you know? And if you're ever looking for healing journey guidance, I would be honored to connect with you through a consciousness consulting call. It brings me great joy to offer my healing services to the world. Everyone deserves to live in a consciousness that feels good to experience and inhabit. And life experience comes from consciousness. And so if something in life experience is not so pleasant, befriending consciousness can help to transform that experience. No matter the external particulars, there can always be improvement in the quality of experience by lovingly befriending consciousness, because all of experience is processed through the consciousness that carries us. And so during my consciousness consulting calls, we shared sacred healing space, and I just radically poured magnificent love into your majestic being, and I walk with you through your healing journey of life. What are you experiencing, and where is that coming from in your consciousness, and why? And how can we use this renewed self-understanding to create a tangible healing journey plan of action so that you have infinite power to move forward into the life that you really crave to experience? You have infinite power within you. Your energy is so much more powerful than you know, and your consciousness is worth befriending. So if you're ever interested in my healing journey services, I would be honored to connect with you through a consciousness consulting call. You can email me anytime at artistryofexistence@gmail.com, or you can check out my website below for more information. I also have a few healing journey offerings. I have my Sailing Through Consciousness Guided Meditation Collection, my Healing into Happiness Playbook, my Restoring Consciousness Toolkit, and these are all single-handed transformative tools. Any one of them could provide tangible healing experiences to radically change the game of how you're experiencing life and your consciousness, and just provide you with true deep healing opportunities that you can share with all parts of yourselves from the safety and comfort of your own home. So please explore my website for more information, or again, you can email me anytime with any questions or to order your copy of any of my offerings at artistryofexistence@gmail.com. I also create content for Patreon, so feel free to check that out. I have merchandise on Teespring, and I always I always accept donations through PayPal if you would like to support my work with a one-time donation. Every little bit helps, and I am forever grateful for your support as I continue to share my message of love and light with the world. Thank you so much for being here for Conversations with Kristin. I thank you for being here on this healing journey, and I look forward to seeing you next time, soul friends. Namaste, soul friends. I love you and I believe in you. And if you would like, feel free to leave a comment below. Do you ever experience these, what I call implicit projections, where in present tense situations or in the moment thinking about the future, there's all this stuff coming up through thoughts or feelings, and it might be from memory systems because it's not objectively fully about the present moment. If it's not objectively fully about the present moment, I guarantee it's a projection from a memory system. I would love to hear about your experiences with this topic. I love you, I believe in you, and I will see you next time, soul friends. I'm sending you lots of love and light along your healing journeys. Yee.